Good morning. I just realized I did not have my mic on me. So, today we are going to be doing a full day of eating. We are going to be doing some blood work. We are going to be doing maybe some food reviews. And we are going to be doing a full workout. This is going to be possibly my busiest blog of all time. So, we're going to see if we remember to turn the camera on for each thing. Let's get first off to my morning routine. Time to take my pills, of which there are a decent amount right now. So, what we got here? What we got? Oh, it's following my face. Forgot about that. All right. So right now, I'm currently taking in the morning. Lion's mane. This little number, magnesium, multi. No, I haven't finished this multi yet. So that one. D3K2. Some potassium. EAAs. And some of my whey isolate. Wow, I did not realize how much that wasn't. I just did it on camera for you guys. But all of these things have their place for me. I don't think that anybody needs to supplement as much as I do, but I'm just covering all my bases. So, first things first, I will have the pills, and then I will have 1 scoop of EAAs along with about half a scoop of isolate. If you do the math, it works out. All in all, that will get me everything that I need from a muscle protein synthesis standpoint first thing in the morning. Potassium, because I'm going to be working out in the next little while, and that will help with blood flow. And then the lion's mane is, so I'm just trying it myself, simply because it's provided by Ecovision. That's it. Oh shoot, I forgot creatine. Moron. And creatine. But I'm just trying the lion's mane right now because Ecovision provides it. I've read some studies on it. Seems a little bit possibly not. I don't think that the evidence for it is ridiculously backed, but I figured I'd just give it a shot, see how it goes. I've had it for like 2 weeks now, and I'll be completely honest with you, I haven't noticed anything. So I like doing these little experiments on myself as long as I know it's a supplement that's not harmful. I have no issue with being like, you know what, the data is kind of like back and forth, isn't really super conclusive, but I'll give it a go. We'll see. And for me personally, I don't think that I would go out of my way to buy lion's mane, just because I don't really notice that much of a difference with it. I know a lot of people anecdotally say they do, but could that be placebo? Yes. Could it not be based on some of the literature? Yes. So do what you want to do. For me, don't really notice much from it. But we're going to have this, and then I will catch you guys at some point later. I don't know exactly what, but we'll do something later. One thing I did forget to note, where the heck is the mic? Oh, it's on me. One thing that I did forget to note is that this lion's mane, the raspberry watermelon flavor, is arguably the best tasting powder that I've ever had from Echo. So if taste really matters to you, then that one you're gonna absolutely love, which I was very surprised by because I thought mushrooms would be hard to flavor. But yeah, so, but I did not make you any promises about what lion's mane does. Looking at you right there, who's gonna buy the lion's mane and be like, I didn't feel any difference. Not telling you you're going to. All right, now on to the next thing. Oh, quick side note, because people always ask this. We feel like we've talked about it forever, but they always ask me how much creatine to take. 0.1 grams per kilogram. You wouldn't dose anything else based on the fact that everybody should take 5 grams. Like, you wouldn't do that for anything. 0.1 grams per kilogram. Now, for some people, that's going to mean less than 5 grams. For some people, a little bit more. So obviously for me, it's a little bit more. But that's how you should be dosing it for yourself. All right, now on to the next thing. All right, let's get set up to do Get my face. There we go. Oh, there we go. Let's get set up to do some blood work. Blood work, blood work. Blood work, blood work. From Let's Get Checked. Yes, I am sponsored by Let's Get Checked. That is how I get these so consistently for free, because it would be very expensive for me to test as often as I do if I didn't. But if you guys want to do it, I have a code for you, and that is code TNF25. You have to put the 25, otherwise you will not get the deal. I might still, don't tell them I said this, but I might still have a code that's code TNF by 2. It might still be active, I don't know. But if it is, then you'll get even more savings. So don't let them know I told you that, but just use it. Anyways, and we're back. All right, time to get this going. Saliva, this will test cortisol. They always do that. I mean, I don't really care. I live a stress-free life. I've never had a bad cortisol test. Not once. Not even at the end of prep, even though I technically was stressed. Maybe that calls into question the validity of the cortisol test. But the blood markers always lined up. When I would get to the end of prep, then you would have, oh wait, I need this set up. Guys, trying to do multiple platforms at once is so annoying. So we got multiple different vials to fill up here. We've got testosterone, and what else goes in that one? Testosterone, estradiol, a few other things. Then we've also got our lipid panel. We've also got our FSH, LH, you know, the ones that people always ask if they're trying to figure out if you're natural or not. Because testosterone is not enough to keep people satisfied, so they want you to do all of it. But my hands are a little cold right now, so I'm gonna windmill a little bit. Drax got really scared. Honestly, I should probably just go outside. It's hot out there. We'll see what happens. This could be a disaster. Ow. That's not too bad. We got good blood flow. I don't know how much of that you guys can see over there, but got some good thick blood going. Blood is blooding today. We got all of them in one. Sweet. Blood's not the only thing flowing today. Noses too. Close these up before I run into. I probably should have taken this up beforehand. I'm not really that concerned about my cortisol. Cortisol, the big bad boogeyman of the 45-year-old white woman living in suburbia. I can't lose fat because my cortisol levels are too high. It all makes sense now. She says from her middle income, very low stress life. I'm sorry, I shouldn't make fun, but alright, there's the blood work, and I will catch you guys at, will we do the gym next? Yeah, probably the gym next. Catch you there. So we are about to head to the gym, and that means that I have to get my pre's set up. So we are looking at, today, Outcast, and I'm going to pair it with, oh, I lost you guys. Come back here. Come back here. Subject lost. Yes, we know. Bring my camera back. Hey, there you guys are. So, we will be pairing that with my EAAs. Now, you do not need to take EAAs, alright? That is just, I think people get very confused when I say this. I take EAAs because I like the smoothness of digestion, and it allows me to keep muscle protein synthesis going without having to have a full-on protein. That is it. It's not necessary. I just like it. But Where's the open one? Ah, there it is. Right here. So that's my pre-workout stack. And we will also have 2 Rice Krispie treats. Bulking. I have more than one. And then what else? Oh, something else. Oh yeah, I wanted to talk to you guys about something. Because a lot of times you guys ask me, well, I shouldn't say, a lot of people are like, go get a real job, like, blah, blah, blah. I was like, okay, so basically what they're saying there is, how do you make money? I have a few different revenue sources. So what you just saw me doing as far as my blood work goes, I'm sponsored by Let's Get Checked. I don't actually get any salary from them. What I do get is I get commission off of sales from them. So when people buy the test, use my code, I get commission off of that. Echo, I have Echo Vision, you know, the company that I work with for supplements stuff. I have a salary with them, and then I have commission with them. What else do we have? I obviously have my coaching business, which has been running for years. That was how I actually got into this industry. That was how I made all of my money for the first couple of years. I didn't have sponsors that were giving me a decent amount of money to it was negligible, right? So those sponsorships ended up making more money over time, but initially I had to do everything off my coaching business. So that's my real job. Now, a lot of people think a real job is a sit down 9 to 5, you work for somebody else and you're miserable. Guys, if you're making money, it's a job. Now, some jobs are more ethical than others, so you got to decide for yourself whether you're going to consider something to be something that fits within your passion, your overall morals, etc. But I mean, being a drug dealer is a job. It's not something I'm going to do, but that is a job. So find a way to enjoy what you do. Find a way to actually make money in a way that you can see yourself being satisfied with for the rest of your life. And that could be something that seems very mundane. And I think a lot of people, when I say, when I encourage them to get out of the 9 to 5 mindset, I'm not saying that you can't do a 9 to 5 for the rest of your life and be happy. What I'm saying is, if that's something that is completely unfulfilling for you and you hate it and you're just sacrificing all of your mental capacity just to be there, there is so much out there that you can explore and so much out there that you can figure out. And you do not have to get stuck in this mentality of, well, this is just how it is and I have to stay here for the rest of my life. There's so much opportunity out there. And I'm not talking about fitness. I'm not talking about being a coach. I'm not talking about social media. There is just a billion options out there if you are willing to look and if you're willing to put in the time. But most people are not. They settle down into something that is comfortable, which is actually uncomfortable, but it's just comfortable from a financial standpoint, or it's something that they can just do and they're like, well, I don't have to worry about all the back end stuff because somebody else is going to take care of that for me. The amount of information that we have available to us, you can find something else. I promise you. You can find something that you enjoy and that you can build your wealth upwards for the rest of your life if you are willing to put in the time and the effort to find something to do that. There was something else I wanted to talk to you guys about, but I can't think of it right now, so we're going to head to the gym and I'll catch you guys there. All right, let's talk about the biceps, because I think people are a little bit confused on that topic in general. There's been a video made recently talking about barbell biceps being the king of bicep exercises, and there's just no real reason to state that. I mean, sure, you can do it, you can develop great biceps doing it, but in the end, there's no such thing as mass builders. You'll hear people talk about, oh, these are the exercises that build the mass. It's like, no, they either work or they don't. And in that case, it works. But so does an elbow supported. So do dumbbell bicep curls. They all work. But the thing is, which one are you going to do to maximize your time and efficiency? And that's what it all comes down to, right? You could never touch any other curl besides a barbell bicep curl. And if you got really good at those, you'd probably develop really good biceps. But in the context of an overall training program, it's always about limiting fatigue in certain areas so you can give the most to other areas. So that's why I prefer an elbow supported curl variation of some sort, isolate the biceps a little bit better, just keep it there, and then I don't develop as much fatigue for the same bang for buck or greater. That's what people don't realize, same or greater. And that's all it really comes down to. Doesn't mean that it's gonna give me such big biceps relative to the barbell bicep curls and, oh man, like now I've got like 4 times the growth. We're not talking about this, we're talking about small margins here.
And that is what a lot of the stuff we talk about is small margins. Small margins added up over time. So think about it more like that than, oh, this is terrible and this is good. No, small margins added up over time. This is our second set of bicep curls. I am doing single arm, and I'm aiming for like 4 or 5 reps-ish. Yes, that is enough for the biceps to get a good stimulus and grow. So no, it's not too heavy. It's just a good overall range for me to shoot for. And I kind of know where that is for me as far as weight goes. If I get 3 reps, then I'll turn it into a drop set, but I'll probably be able to get 4. Hopefully, we'll see. Okay. Good set. And because my left is not significantly weaker than my right, I will actually take a full-on rest before I do my right arm. If it was significantly weaker, then I would actually just take and go straight into the right arm, but because it's not, I'll actually give them a good rest between them. Get the next arm, and then we'll see you guys at home. All right, and we are showing you the full day. So our car, our beautiful Nissan Altima, has been struggling a little bit as of late. Squeaking and making rattling, a lot of noise underneath as we turn it on. Sounds kind of like an explosion every time you turn the key. And we need an oil change. So, guys, I just started a Discord recently, and I put in there new car, and I want you guys to go in there and argue for the next car that we should be getting and why. And I don't care. Put in whatever car you want, argue your heart for it, and we will possibly be getting a new car soon. But we're gonna get this stuff sorted first, and then we're gonna run the Nissan Altima into the ground. So we're gonna do that for the next little bit. It's 2:30 right now. I'm feeling catabolic because I have not had any protein since the workout, but that's why we take the EAAs, because we want to keep things going just in case. And then we'll have a protein later. Probably not that big of a deal, but I will catch you guys after this is done. All right, we are back from the gym. It is now close to 4 p.m. If you're wondering why things take so long, it's because 1, we got stuck in traffic. 2, we did the oil change, and 3, got caught up at the gym talking with some people, shooting content. So yeah, sometimes by the time we get home, it's like 3:30 or 4, even though we technically leave for the gym usually around like 10 to 11. So it can take a bit of time. I'm gonna grab an energy drink. Well, false energy drink, you know, no caffeine. I really like these because of the fact that they have no caffeine, which means I can drink as many of them as I want without really worrying about things. Because, you know, for me, I can very easily overdo caffeine. Now, we'll get settled in. My wife's about to make a lasagna, fake lasagna, healthy lasagna. It's tomato based with 93.7 ground beef, cottage cheese, and zucchini. And honestly, it is really, really good. Like, I know it doesn't necessarily sound that good, but it is a really good dish. 1,100 calories for the entire pan with 130-ish grams of protein, but I will eat half of that. So I'll end up getting like 65 grams of protein. Great dish, but as you can see, like you've been watching my day, I don't have that many calories until later in the day. For me, I like eating lighter during the day, getting the protein that I need in order to kind of get me through it, and then I eat heavier during the evening. So you'll see like I'll eat more food as it gets later into the evening. I just have always liked doing that. I find that I just feel better through the day when I'm not over consuming things. It's just the way I prefer to do things. You don't have to do it that way. If you prefer to eat heavier earlier in the day, completely fine, no worries. But she's about to make the food, so I will work on some client stuff. And that's another thing, like throughout the entire day, I'm responding to clients. I'm working on a book currently for nutritional aspects, and I'm hoping to drop that here within the next few months or so for you guys. And that'll be about how to lose weight, gain weight in an effective manner while eating healthily, tips and tricks to use in order to keep yourself in a deficit if you struggle with that, stuff like that. Just very, very basic. It's not going to be some super in-depth scientific. It's literally going to be kind of the things that I use in order to help my clients get through these phases. And it'll be a lot cheaper than obviously hiring me as a coach, because that can be very expensive. So it'll be something that'll be good for people that can't necessarily put forward the money that it would take to hire me as a coach. Have stuff all in one place for you guys, and I'm pretty excited about that. But I will catch you guys in a bit. I got some client stuff that I got to take care of, and I'll see you for the food. Let's go. All right, the meal is finally ready. I definitely thought it was going to take a short amount of time. This is now 5 p.m., but I think it was worth it. I know it doesn't look like much from there, but I promise you, it is actually really good. Tori is a great. And there's potatoes here too. Oh yeah, I'm definitely going to throw the potatoes in. So we're probably looking at a 700 calorie meal or so with 65 grams of protein. Solid, but I'll catch you guys for the next thing. It is a bit later in the day, and I am pretty darn hungry. So I am going to eat this entire bag of fajita mix. What are we looking at here? We are looking at 440 calories, yeah, and 80 grams of protein. Not exactly 80, like 76. So, yeah, that's what's up on the docket next. So I definitely didn't have my microphone on when I said that, but that's fine because you guys are probably going to hear me anyways. Now, I'm going to take and put the chicken in the microwave. I am doing it right. I'm going to eat a couple cucumbers while I wait. I really am a simple man. All right, we're getting closer to the end of the evening, and normally at this point I would have like some fruit or some vegetables. Like I like having that stuff in the evening. It just keeps me a little bit more full because I'm a hungry boy. Like I eat a lot, or at least I should say I want to eat a lot more than I should. Even when I'm in a fasting phase, it's not. I have a lot of hunger, but we don't really have much of that stuff available. I'm supposed to go to the grocery store and I didn't. So what I'm going to do is I'm actually going to make up a few potatoes. I'm going to make up 3 potatoes, just chop them up, put some spices on them. Yes, sometimes I use spices. Crazy, I know. But I'm going to make up a few of those and then I will eat those. Yeah. See you later. I mean, look at that. That doesn't look too bad now, does it? And it is finally done. We have our plate of potatoes. And then we will have, what else will we have? We'll have some eggs later on and probably not a whole lot else. Maybe like one more thing after that. I'd have to add up the calories, but I'm going for around like, so if I get 2,500, I'm pretty happy, but I typically go a little bit above that, closer to 2,800. 2,800 is my kind of benchmark. If I'm eating around there, I'm happy. If it ends up being a little bit less, no big deal. But 2,800 is the amount that I pretty much go for every day. So we'll get something else after this. And you already know it wouldn't be a full day of eating if there wasn't eggs involved. So, hard-boiled eggs. I'll go by the mic. Hard-boiled eggs. I will have 6 of these. And then I should have maybe like 400 calories left or so. Yeah, which will be my bedtime snack.
and then it'll be on to the next day. I saw this recent challenge where Eddie Abu put out like how fast he could eat like 12 eggs, and it was something like 5 minutes. I'm like, what the heck are you doing? These things should not take that long to eat.
Like, how are you taking 5 minutes to eat 12? They don't cook though. Yeah, the yolk's a little sticky in the back. Oh. Dang, Sills is fast at this. He did like 12 in a minute. To be fair, he also was like downing water while he did it too, but 12 in a minute 15 is pretty fast. But 12 and 5, what you doing? That's nothing.
All right, and last thing for the evening. You know how I said that we didn't go shopping, so we really don't have a whole lot right now? Well, that's coming out in my last thing that I'm eating. I'm gonna eat this whole thing of cottage cheese. We really need to go shopping, but hey, make do with what you got. But it's been a fun day. Hope you guys got to see something you enjoyed. Yeah. I gotta go to bed. I am tired. I gotta get up early tomorrow morning. Man, this is a long day. But I will see you guys in the next one. TNF out. Oh, and hopefully my editor ends up seeing this because I will have macros over there. It's not going to be exact because there were like a couple very small things, just like bites here and there that I had throughout the day. And I track my overall calories even if it doesn't end up in the log. So my calories did come out to around like 2,800. So it might say like 2,600 or something like that, but it's not actually 2,600, it's a little bit more than that. But overall, it's about 2,800 calories. Somewhere upwards of like 250 to 300 grams of protein. Fats I usually try to keep above 70. And from there, carbs just fill in the gaps. I know a lot of people are very particular about their carbs. I'm not. As long as I have a good carb hit before my workout, good to go. I focus more so on the other two. And yes, the protein's high. It doesn't need to be that high for maximal animal. I don't care. I enjoy it. It's a good way of eating. And protein that does not get used will get converted into carbs. So I'll be okay. But as always, love you guys. Appreciate you guys. TNF out.